Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Charlotte Flair has been the pioneer of the women's revolution for many years. She always keeps an eye on the changes that happen across the entire WWE landscape. Most recently, the Stanford-based promotion experienced a huge shift with the arrival of a top wrestling star. Following her declaration of being home, the Queen could not resist but share her reaction to the same. Who is the newest WWE superstar to join the promotion? On the June 3rd edition of WWE NXT, former AEW star Mariah May shocked the world by making her debut. After shaking the wrestling world in a major way, she announced that she was home, which caught the attention of Flair, who took to her X to react with an emoji. Flair tweeted, "May had been absent from All Elite Wrestling since the Revolution pay-per-view a few months ago. She wrestled her final match against her heated rival, Timeless Toni Storm, for the AEW Women's World Championship. The match was billed as Hollywood Ending and was one of the most brutal encounters in the company's history. After months of speculation, and May herself stating in the past that WWE was her goal, she finally arrived in NXT. At the end of this week's show, a brawl broke out between top athletes of the women's division. The new NXT Women's Champion Jacy Jayne watched from the ring with her Fatal Influence cohorts. Just then, the lights went out, and once they came back on, May was standing on the top of the balcony. She declared that WWE NXT was about to become glamorous, and did not hold back in announcing her intentions of becoming a future NXT Women's Champion. With WWE acquiring a major star in the former AEW Women's World Champion, her next chapter will be a thrill ride to witness. Charlotte Flair's luck has not been favorable to her in WWE lately. While May is set to embark on a new journey, Flair has not been having the best days in WWE. She suffered a massive defeat at the hands of Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania 41 and failed to become the WWE Women's Champion. After taking a few weeks off from television, Flair returned to announce her intentions of challenging for the title again. To achieve her motives, the Queen took part in the Money in the Bank qualifier match on SmackDown last week. However, she failed once again. With Flair suffering a string of losses lately, it remains to be seen if she can turn things around and reclaim her throne in WWE. The lights dimmed just enough to raise pulses inside the sold-out arena. The crowd buzzed with anticipation, unsure of what was coming, yet knowing instinctively that something or someone monumental was about to arrive. Then the Tron exploded with gold and fire. A new theme echoed through the building, rich with determination and history. The screen lit up with three simple, powerful words: "I'm home." The crowd erupted. Out walked WWE's newest signing, Athena Reyes, a crossover sensation from the international wrestling scene. With accolades spanning Japan, the UK, and independent promotions worldwide, she had been whispered about in locker rooms and wrestling blogs for months. But now, the whispers were silenced. Athena Reyes had arrived. Backstage, Charlotte Flair watched the scene unfold from a monitor, arms crossed, her presence still regal despite being off-camera. The Queen didn't often get caught off guard, but tonight, there was something electric in the air. Athena stood in the ring soaking in the chants, "Welcome home." The irony of the chant wasn't lost on Charlotte. Home. WWE was her home. She had carved her legacy brick by brick inside these ropes, adding layers to her father Ric Flair's legendary foundation. And now someone new, someone unproven in the eyes of WWE tradition, was claiming the kingdom Charlotte had ruled for nearly a decade. Backstage interviews were inevitable. "Charlotte," a reporter asked later that night, "you saw Athena Reyes' debut. She ended her promo with, 'I'm home. What's your reaction?'" Charlotte didn't blink. She smirked. Queenly, sharp, confident. Everyone thinks they're home until they realize the rent here is expensive. The statement lit the wrestling world on fire. Social media exploded. Fans split into factions, some loyal to the legacy of the Queen, others enamored with the fire of the newcomer. Charlotte knew exactly what she was doing. She wasn't threatened, at least, not visibly. But deep down, she recognized the familiar signs of a storm. Athena wasn't just a fresh face. She was an echo of something powerful. She reminded Charlotte of herself in her early days. Hungry, poised, destined. But the Queen never gave up her throne easily. The following week, Athena cut her first in-ring promo. "Charlotte Flair," she said, holding a mic with the ease of someone who had been born to perform. "You said the rent's expensive. Well, I didn't come to crash in anyone's guest room. I brought the deed." The arena gasped. In the backstage locker room, Charlotte chuckled. Bold, audacious, exactly what a future champion would say. But Charlotte wasn't just any benchmark. She was the benchmark. Later that night, Charlotte made her way to the ring, interrupting Athena's match with a silent walk to the top of the ramp. She didn't say a word. She didn't need to. The rogue shimmered. The legacy walked with her. And in that moment, Athena looked up, nodded slightly, as if to say, "I've been waiting." That nod was everything. In the weeks that followed, their interactions became the most talked-about feud in wrestling. Not because of chair shots or sneak attacks, but because of presence. This was the battle of legacies, one proven, one rising. At the next pay-per-view, WWE pulled the trigger. Charlotte Flair versus Athena Reyes. The promos were poetry. Charlotte leaned into her grandeur, saying, "There's a difference between entering a castle and ruling one." Athena clapped back. "The future doesn't ask for permission, it kicks the door down." When the bell rang on that summer night, the fans were electric. 25 minutes of back and forth, counter for counter, moonsaults, chops, reversals. It wasn't just a wrestling match. It was storytelling at its peak. Charlotte hit natural selection. Kick out. Athena reversed the figure 8 into a cradle. Near fall. The crowd was losing it. In the end, Charlotte won. Barely. She helped Athena to her feet. The tension hung thick. Would she gloat? Would she dismiss her? Instead, Charlotte did what no one expected. She nodded, the same nod Athena had given weeks earlier. A passing of the torch. Not yet, but a recognition. The Queen had acknowledged the arrival of a new force. Not a threat. A successor. Someday. Backstage, when asked again about Athena's "I'm home" declaration, Charlotte replied, now she knows what it takes to live here. And she earned the keys. The war was just beginning. Postscript. WWE knew it had lightning in a bottle. The Flair-Rise rivalry became the centerpiece of both Raw and SmackDown. Merchandise flew, viewership spiked. But most importantly, fans witnessed something rare. Two eras clashing without canceling each other out.